Test 1, 2. Sorry. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, guys. How's everyone doing? Happy Friday, man. Let's get it. Let's go. Back on the YouTube live, man. Back on the YouTube live for hopefully a big Friday, man. It has been a pretty slow week for us over in the premium. We're up points this week, but not as crazy as the last couple weeks have been. So, I mean, hey, there's going to be periods of time when we got to ease off the brakes a little bit. And this week has been kind of wonky for us. But yeah, let's see if we can get something good here today. I am definitely interested to see how we respond out of this 4-hour fair value gap here. We kind of just came into it and touched it right now. Looking at ES, we haven't really filled. I guess we did fill it actually by like a tick. ES looks like it has also filled that 4-hour gap. Yeah, it did fill that 4-hour gap. So we're possibly looking at a potential internal to external move here today if we can get it. This area I have marked here is a volume imbalance that's in purple. And let's see here. Yeah, on the daily time frame on NQ, I don't really have a volume imbalance to trade into. ES has one, so I like that draw. If ES is going to take us higher, we can just piggyback off of NQ. Let's see what happens today, guys. Market opens in just a couple minutes here. Did you guys get wrecked on this this wick candle here that just happened? Did you guys get wrecked on that? I saw a lot of people in the chat talking about that candle there. That was a very random candle. Howdy, PJ Experiment. What's up, man? What's up? Good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. Morning. Ryan, Jacob, OC, Lucas, Brady, Kevin, Humza. Wow. Big flush there at the open. Big flush there at the open here. We have a slight SMT at these lows, guys. Gonna mark it out just so we're aware. Small SMT formation at these lows between ES and NQ. Let's just be aware of that. That might be a sign for a reversal pattern here. I'm leaning pretty heavily on bulls today if we can get a move higher. I'd like to take a trade out of a 4-hour gap like this. But let's see, man. I think it's going to be, could be another one of those days. It's tricky. This whole week has been pretty tricky. Watching out of this 15-minute bearish gap here. Honestly, a 15-minute bullish flip on this gap could send us to London high. That would be very interesting, honestly. That might be something that we look at for sure. Tag the 15-minute gap and go bearish. Could be interesting. Definitely could be an interesting idea. My issue is, what is the draw on the bearish side here? I mean, where are we drawing into? See, if we're going to take a short here, we're shorting right into a bullish 4-hour gap. That to me is a little tricky. It's going to be a high resistance liquidity play. You got a 4-hour gap here and a 4-hour gap here. So essentially, if we're taking a 15-minute idea, if we're taking a 15-minute bearish gap here, we're going to be shorting right into a bullish gap. Don't love doing that. Really don't love doing that at all, actually. Not the way I like to trade. That's a high resistance liquidity run. It's not going to be pretty. To me, the easiest liquidity is going to be to the upside, guys. If we can bounce out of a 4-hour gap, we really have clear skies ahead, honestly. Really nothing to the left here to really deal with too much. I'd rather look to snap a long off than to short into a 4-hour gap, but let's see what this market wants to do. See what happens. Wow, we have 357 concurrent viewers, man. That's crazy. I remember the first YouTube stream I ever did. I think we had like 50 people, man. We are a moving and grooving community, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here, supporting the PJ Trades community. Guys, we've been doing this since December, and this community has exploded in growth. So I just want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for that, because without you guys, we would not be doing it. Yes, we are going to trade live, guys. We are going to trade live. I'll put the execution tool on the screen. Entries and exits won't be here. That's up to you guys to manage. But I have my trade evade on my other monitor, and then we'll be using this tool if we're taking a position. Everything is possible with God, man. Anything is. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Hey, PJ, today I got stopped to break even by a single point, but my stop loss got wigged. It ran 200 points to my TP. How do you deal with frustrating things like this in your trading? You just gotta let it go, man. That's part of trading. You're gonna have times where you get ticked out of the market and it runs 200 points to the upside. It's literally part of it. You gotta have no emotional attachment to the chart and to the setups and everything. You gotta kind of deal with it, unfortunately. I'm potentially looking at a 30-second inverted fair value gap setup here, like really quickly off the rip. I like higher. I definitely like a lot higher. This is a very nasty reversal already, and I'm leaning longs. And if we flip this gap here, we're gonna rip to the upside. So if we can possibly get a test of that inversion, I'd be looking to slam along pretty early in the session here. Really like the draw up here at 480. Let's see if we can get something, man. It'd be early in the session. This thing could just run without us. We do have a 30-second inverted fair value gap already. There's a little 1 minute in here too. Actually, no, there's not a 1 minute in there. That's why I didn't see it on the 1 minute. It's only a 30-second gap here. Let's see if we get a little snap pull back into this. Yeah, you guys are talking about this 5-minute inversion right here. Yeah, I see that too. It was a pretty decent entry. Today I am rocking a funded today. Yeah, I am going to be rocking some fundeds today. I'm going to be rocking TPT funded accounts today. We're going to be rocking the TPTs, man. I'm almost close to getting over that buffer on those accounts, so would like to get that done today. Couple scenarios here. If we flip the 5-minute gap, we could potentially look for a retest of this gap to go long. Or I'm going to wait for a pullback into this area for that inversion play. But if we end up just holding this 5-minute gap this 15-minute gap here and kind of rejecting, then it's kind of going to be hands off until something presents a little bit cleaner. But right now I like that. I like the upside here. Would love to get a pullback into this 30-second area. Or like I said, we wait for the 5-minute inversion. With the 5-minute inversion idea, the stop's going to be a little wider though. That's the only thing I don't want to do. I'd rather have a tighter stop. Yeah, 416 does look really juicy. I like that for a wick fill. I like that wick candle getting filled there. Let me see if we can get something out of one of these gaps. I'd love to get a retest of one of these lower gaps here. Don't want to really front run the 5 minute just yet, but this closes in about 2 minutes. It looks pretty bullish. I recommend the 2022 mentorship. And then I recommend you get into my premium group, because I basically take that 2022 mentorship and I simplify it even more. So if you have a basic knowledge of the 2022 mentorship, you will flourish with the models that we trade. I'm not going to go into SMTs right now, my man. This is a live trading floor. If you want to learn more about SMTs, I suggest you go to my TikTok or YouTube channel. I talk about them all the time. I got videos on it too. Your 30-second is, yeah, if you're going to upgrade to 30-second time frame, you need to get the premium membership on TradingView. I actually just upgraded to it because they had an Easter sale, so I got like 80% off, so it was a W. Really, really cheap, actually. I saved like $300 or $200, something like that. Entry off the 15-minute inverse. I would potentially look for that, yeah, if we inverse. It's 5 minutes left on that candle though, so we got a little bit of time. If we inverse the 15-minute, I'd probably look for a little pullback. I'd like to get something down here to enter into. I don't want to really take this here because my stop's going to be like ridiculously wide. I don't want to do that. I'd rather get something down here. I trade off Trade-Evate. I do all my charting on TradingView, guys. As you can see, everything's done here. My execution is on Trade-Evate. I'll never execute on TradingView because there is a horrible input lag, and I really don't recommend you guys do it either. You have to think about it like this. If you're using Trade-Evate with TradingView, TradingView is a third party. So like you're bringing in another party that needs to execute your trade. You're gonna get slippage and fills. I have already had people and students and people in the premium that have had issues with that too. So I just don't recommend it. Everything I do is on Trade-Evate. Execute every trade on Trade-Evate. Let's see if we get this 15-minute inverse at this point. I mean, it doesn't look like it wants to pull back just yet. Is inputting the TP and stop loss on Trade-Evate as easy as TradingView? No, it's not as easy, but it's easy once you know how to do it. TradingView is like for people that are like, it's beginner friendly. Trade-Evate's a little bit more advanced. Honestly, it's not that more advanced. Just watch a YouTube video. You'll get it down in like an hour of studying it. All right, let's see how we react here, man. This is we're holding that 15-minute. We have a 5-minute gap right in here now too. Let me delete this for now. Interested to see what we want to do here. Inside of this 5-minute gap here. Just want to make sure. Do we have any news today, guys? No, it's pretty flat, right? Yeah, we have an orange folder. Guys, the giveaway is not yet. We'll let you know when that giveaway happens. We're looking to make some money first. I mean, would you guys want to make some money first, or you just want to do giveaways? Watching this 30-second inverted gap here. Let's see if we dig into it. We're in that 5-minute gap here. It's not a terrible area to try along, but we're a little weak already. It's about 15 minutes into the open, and that 15-minute is not going to look too hot. So we're going to be patient on this. Definitely going to be patient so far. Can you guys execute patience, man? I tell my premium group this all the time. You're going to become a better trader if you can stay disciplined to let the trades come to you. But the more that you sit there and you want to click the button, the more you're going to lose. It's the way it works. The thing that I think separates me from, losing traders is I'm very disciplined in my approach. I wait for something to present and then I take a trade. That's a pretty decent bounce off this so far. I'm going to enter one here, chat. Stop's going to be a little wider. I'm going to take one here. We'll maybe scale into this if it works. Entry is at, where's my entry here? I'm looking at an entry at in like 16 area or 15 area. I'm gonna run a wider stop on this and let it have a little bit of breathing room. I'm only trading a micro on this right now. I will add if it looks decent and we get a nice pop out of here, I might start sprinkling into it. If not, then we'll just cut it and we'll look for a re-entry. Don't go too heavy on this trade position just yet. We're kind of front running an idea here, and I want to see this gap kind of hold. If this 30-second inversion fails, I might just cut it really quickly. Save us some money and get back in. I want to see a really nice pop out of this area here. This is the area that I want to see a pop out of. There's a 5-minute inverse there, but I'm kind of going to ignore it. I really want to see this area flush now. Retap that 30-second inversion. I really want to see this kind of pop up into here now and get out of this area. If we continue to kind of lag here, we'll cut it because we're break even. Let's see if we can get a Draco, chat, and be done with the day. One and done. What do we say? One Draco, get us out of here, right? I don't like that at all. All right, I'm gonna cut this. Let's cut this really quickly here. I'm gonna wait to re-enter on this. I'm gonna take a small L on that jab. It didn't do what I needed to do there. Cut that early, chat, before this flips now. We'll look for a re-entry on it. That 50 minutes really ugly. That 5 minutes scares me now. So let's get out of this and wait. Really don't like the open so far. Let's just wait on this now. Yeah, it's fine. I don't like the way that reacted off that 30 second there. Really, it needed to inverse that strongly and then go. So now we'll hold off on it. No, I'm on a funded account today. I just took a small loss on that. It's really minor. I think I lost like, what did I lose here? I lost like 85 bucks. Yeah, we're gonna hold off on this until we get a little bit more clarity on what the heck this market wants to do. $15-minute gap still holding. We got to be aware of that too. ES is starting to drag its feet too. We might have to flip here. I don't know. We might have a potential breaker set up on the 1 minute here actually on ES. Let me take a look at this real quick. I wonder if we really want to dig deeper into this 4 hour at this point. It's just going to be, I'm telling you already, chat, the way that this looks today, this is going to be one of those days that's not fun to trade. I can already tell. It's going to be one of those high resistance, either sideways chop days with like no true displacement, or we might just stay sideways. The issue I'm having is this 4 hour gap being here. So if we're looking for a short, we would want to see this 4 hour gap inverse here first. Look where we are. Like, understand this for a second. Look how difficult this is going to be for shorts. This is why I would rather catch a long. We're going to have to inverse this 4 hour in 10 minutes. Then we're going to have to inverse this 4 hour. And then there's another 4 hour. So it's like we're shorting into multiple 4 hour gaps. I hate shorting into gaps like that. It's going to be super, super choppy when you get in that zone. So just notate that too. I mean, if you are looking for a short, it's probably going to be pretty annoying. So I'm not a big fan of it. That's why I'd rather be looking for a nice internal to external move out of the 4 hour to higher. So if this just ends up like slowly chopping lower, I honestly might not even be touching this. That's the crappy part about where we are today. Yeah, actually Asia was nice, man. I was watching Asia last night and there was some good movement overnight. Let me see, where were we yesterday? Yeah, there had some decent movement overnight. Now we're kind of slowing down here. And this 15 minutes still holding, but I just don't have much faith in the short side. Really don't. So far, this open has really not done anything, so let's wait for an opening range breakout at this point, see if we can get something out of here. I still like higher. I still like higher. No, I didn't trade Asia. I was just looking at it last night. I've been saying this to my premium group that this week has just been one of those weeks where there's not a lot of opportunity for us. Like, look how slow this week was news-wise. Pretty rough. I mean, there was high impact on Wednesday, high impact on Thursday, but nothing moved really. It was just dead. We got consumer sentiment coming out at 10 a.m. here. Let's see if the market wants to even dip lower out of this. So far, that 15-minute gap did its job. It's holding. Really choppy price action, though, man. I hate trading this. I really do. See how there's no, like, the volume is very low. If you guys look on the DOM, you can see orders are really kind of light today. It's looking pretty light. I'm gonna watch this BPR here, see if that flips to the downside. we're just playing into the gaps. We don't necessarily need it to inverse. No, we don't need it to inverse, but just know that it's gonna be choppy high resistance like this. See how there's no real like follow through with it? It's gonna be like up, down, up. I just hate trading that high resistance like that. Whenever you're trapped between gaps, that's basically what you're gonna be looking at is high resistance liquidity. Not my favorite. I'd rather be in like these moves here than, you know, this sideways, slow, lethargic, in between gap movement. I don't trade gold because gold is the devil, man. I do not touch gold. Gold will literally ruin your life. Highly manipulated, man. One of the most manipulated assets you can trade. Just not a fan of it. I learned the hard way in 2016 when I actually did trade gold. I won't trade it anymore. Valentino, what's up? Man, I just don't. I don't have a clean draw on liquidity to the downside. I really don't. I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know what we're targeting here to the downside. I really wouldn't even. I couldn't tell you. If we're gonna go lower, I mean, we're just looking at gaps to trade into then. Like, we're just gonna trade into this 4-hour gap. I don't have any clean overnight highs and lows down here. I don't like that direction at all. What would be really nice is if we came down here, sweep this again, gave us a breaker unicorn setup or something to go higher. That's probably what I'm looking at, but right now it's not going to be. It's pretty ugly. Five-minute order block. Yes, that's not going to hold much weight here. We just tapped into this BPR here. Let's see if we can finally get some momentum to the upside. I'd really rather look for longs, guys. I'd 100% rather look for longs today. Also, we got to be aware in about 4.5 minutes, we've got this 4-hour gap, 4-hour fair value gap about to close. If we inverse that to the downside, it's going to be a really, really tough Friday trading session. I'll already tell you that. I hate trading when you're stuck between two 4-hour gaps in the middle of no man's land, basically. This area, if you look on SPY for a second, or SPX, we can look at SPY actually. This 550 area up here, we have literally had a really tough time getting above this zone. So we're at that same level again. We really need to, if we break up here and like flush it, a lot of those short positions will have to close and the market should flush higher. But if we're just gonna hold here, then we're back into the range. It's gonna be really annoying. So we got a little bit of patience. We're gonna have to demonstrate here now. Two-minute inverse upside after BPR. Yeah, I see it. I see the 1 minute too. Really slow though, man. Look how slow, lethargic the price is. There's no volume. Like, I hate engaging when price is this slow. Like, I'd rather just go trade Asia. I'd rather wait till next week. Asia and London last night were better than the AM so far in the first 30 minutes open. We do have news at 10, but I don't really have high hopes for this. This is like a orange folder. It's not going to be too crazy. Yeah, this is literally like dead volume. Completely dead. Really, really dead, chat. Really dead. I feel like every time I get on YouTube, it's just dead. I feel like every time I've got on YouTube, there has been just dead PA. I don't know what it is, man. This is, I think, it's a curse. It's the YouTube curse. Guys, we have 444 people in here. Can we get some likes on the YouTube, man? I really appreciate it. It would help me out a lot. Every person just hit the like button one time. Give me some love if you guys are enjoying the education and the free content. Hopefully we can catch a trade. That first trade, we took a quick L on it. I'm not really pissed about it. And we'll see if we can get something else. This wonky ass price action now. Yeah, man. London's kind of in the vibe, huh? Oh my god. Seek and destroy PA today, huh? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have zero idea what this market wants to do today. I'm already at the point where I'm like, I have no clue. I don't see a clean draw for lower. I see an opportunity higher, but if this 15-minute continues to hold, then we're just stuck in a weird ass range, and it's gonna be a very, very annoying day for us. How can you see the volume on NQ? Well, you can look at the DOM to see how many orders are coming in. You can also look at Bookmap. I honestly just read the candles. I'm just so used to reading that, and I can see that there's literally very low volume here today. I don't even need Bookmap. Oh, look at this now. Look at this market. Look at this market. Look at this. Look at this market. Market is this. That's the 10 a.m. news. It's very volatile off the 10 a.m. news. Just a very, yeah, watch this rip to the upside now. Moving like a meme coin off of a literal orange folder. A medium impact orange folder. Draco. The Draco. My trade of it actually froze during that entire thing, so I don't know what to even say about that. Is this just gonna straight up Draco us to the upside or what? Top Step froze. Trade of A actually froze too. Trading View froze for like a second. Would you look at seeing if it, honestly, that's what I was thinking. If we get a sweep of these lows with a possible breaker, I'd be interested. In this range here, I have no interest anymore. Stuck between two gaps like this is just low. It's low probability at this point. I tried taking that earlier trade based off the fact that we were looking pretty bullish off of this inverted gap here. So I'd like to see higher. I still think we do go higher, but I'd rather see this 15-minute snap to the upside first, and then we can get like a continuation set up. Price is just, it's lethargic, honestly. It's really not following through the way you would want to see price. Yeah, that's Jay. It's a really, actually, it's a really good learning lesson for people that are new. Trading between gaps is really, it's really crappy. So guys, look at this now. So this 4-hour inverse, this gap, we tapped into here. Now we're starting to slightly move higher. I just don't have, I don't have high hopes for the trading day. We're just doing this. No breakout yet, so. This 15-minute gap wants to hold again, honestly. I don't know. Big gap here now. The macro, yeah. 850, 910 macro, yeah. I would love to catch a nice trade today, honestly. Would love to catch something good on these TPT accounts. Just not giving us not giving us much, to be honest. Yeah, we're stuck in this 1-hour gap in this 15-minute gap right now. I think the safer idea here, guys, is going to be let this 15-minute gap flip. The issue is this 1-hour gap is still here. So yeah, we're stuck in that 1-hour gap too. Really crappy area for price, if I'm being honest. It's not where you want to be. Let's watch this 1-minute gap here. See if this flips to the downside. There's so many gaps. There's so many gaps. It's just ping-ponging, guys. There's nothing. Trust me. I know you guys maybe are getting a little itchy. There's nothing to do here. We need to break out one of these ranges. It's a Friday too, so we don't want to be too aggressive. We want to kind of play defense. See if we can get something good, clean. But right now, this is ugly. Really ugly. I've been saying this to the premium group that next week I think is going to be a great week for trading. Next week we've got so much action going on. Look at this. Look at next week, guys. Next week is going to be crazy. We got red folder Tuesday, 4 red folders Wednesday, 2 red folders Thursday, 3 red folders Friday for NFP. Next week is going to be volatile. So honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if today is just a sideways wonky ass day with the market basically setting itself up for NFP next week. That would be, I wouldn't doubt seeing that. My system only had a setup on Monday. It's hard because it makes you feel like you aren't making any money, but it's okay, Marco. Yeah, man, that's really good, and that's really mature of you to only execute when your system says to. We've only taken maybe this week too. That was probably yesterday. We didn't take a trade. Today we just took that trade. This whole week, I think I've taken 4 trades, maybe 3. I gotta look back. I like this 1-minute gap so far. Can we break out of the range though? Holy moly. Can we get a 15-minute flip? Can we get a 15-minute flip, chat? Nice little bounce out of this 1-minute gap off the news so far. Starting to slide higher. I'm telling you, the draw for me is higher. That's why I wanted to look for longs. I'm not interested in shorts. I'm really not at all. I'd love to get a long up to London highs up here. Oh, excuse me, midnight and then London highs, and then possibly take this too. Above that, really, really far up here. I don't think we're getting that area today. Yeah, I'm leaning higher because the 4 hour is under us. Yeah, so it's giving us support. It's a lot easier for us to look for longs than it is to look for shorts. I'd rather be looking for longs. It's what I'm looking for here. I like this so far. That's nice. Would love to see this 15-minute actually close inverted at this point because it's failed like twice already. So a 15-minute inversion, possible retest, then we can get active. So we gotta wait a little bit, guys. Gotta wait a little bit. And right now, we've got a pretty big SMT going on here. Still. ES is definitely lagging behind NQ right now. Why don't I use EMAs? Just not something I trade with anymore. I used to be, you know, a big EMA guy, but I don't really need it. They're just moving averages, man. They're lagging indicators. Price is always going to be price is always going to be your best indicator. Candle movements, closures, all that stuff, the way they're closing, that's going to be better indicators. So you might as well just learn how to read price and cut out the EMAs. Very nice so far out here. Fair value gaps are good indicators. Yeah. Three-minute breaker here. Someone just marked, called out. I do like it if we can dig into it. It's also a 5-minute breaker too. Why did we take the retest of the 902 candle? The 902 candle. Oh, it's just a BPR. There's no clear direction here yet. And we really want to see this 15-minute gap flip to the upside. So us taking that long down here would be a little bit riskier, especially with no sweep of the low. Just not something I trade. I want to see this 15-minute close inverted, then dig back in, and then we can get along. That's going to be the safest play. To answer your question. Oh, I definitely think you should be aggressive during evaluation, man. 100%. I loaded up 20 Apex evals like 2 days ago when the deal dropped. I passed 10 of them and failed the other 10, so I was just super aggressive. Took 2 different plays. Two minis, I believe. 2 minis, yeah, 2 minis, and I passed on 10, and other I lost. All right, we're finally getting a good breakout here. I do use Top Step. I use all the firms I have in my premium group. I rotate prop firms though. I don't trade just one. I rotate them. So right now I'm working on my TPT accounts for payout. So SMT. Somebody ban that guy. It depends on your experience level, man. I would probably start working with like 1 mini on eval just to get experience. The more you get experience, you can scale into your trades and then you can pass pretty quickly on eval. On funded, I run micros until I have a certain amount of buffer and then I'll scale up. I use the DOM. I don't execute trades on the DOM. I just execute on the chart, but I use the DOM for volume and orders and stuff like that. Would I enter on the retest? Yeah, I'm actually looking. I mean, currently, guys, we're waiting to see if we can pull back. I'm not going to trade us overextended here. I'd like to see possibly this 5-minute gap get filled. Tap into this 15-minute. So basically, the ideal situation, this is going to close in 1 minute. We'll have a 15-minute inverse, leaving behind this 5-minute here. I'd like to dig in and then go higher. That's what we're going to look for here. I might scale into the position too. If we come in lower and lower, I might start scaling into it. But I definitely want to try to snap a long off in this area somewhere. When's the last time you had a 9 to 5? Dude, I've never had a 9 to 5. Believe it or not. I've always done my own thing in life. Been an entrepreneur my whole life. I've never had an actual 9 to 5 job. I was a real estate agent. I just always had my own businesses, side hustles. My dad, taught me how to do real estate investing. He's a fix and flipper, so I've always was just doing odds and ends, man. 9 to 5 is not for me. It's not my calling. A 4-hour power 3 is bearish. Yeah, I don't really care about that. Doesn't look bearish to me. It looks like a internal to external move out of a 4-hour bullish gap. Don't get overly obsessed with the fancy terms and stuff. Just read what price is telling you. Price is not telling me anything bearish right now. We got a 15-minute inverse with clean liquidity above. Let's see if we can dig into this 15-minute gap, guys. A nice dig in, a possibly an inverse for value gap out of there would be primo subs. If we explode from this area to the upside, I'm going to be very upset with price. Price difference between NQ and S&P is making it hard to follow your trade setup. Hey man, if you see something that you're seeing, you don't have to trade with what I'm trading, man. You gotta do what you see. Ban him. No, man. Honestly, I'm happy as he's an independent thinker. He's seeing something else. If he wants to take a short, then that's what he sees. There's nothing wrong with that. There's that 5-minute gap here. Yeah, the market is a buyer and seller market. Thoughts on this price action? I think it's getting a lot better than what it was in the morning, than like 30 minutes ago. I think we're starting to see some decent follow through here. There's a 30-second breaker right here too, guys. Not going to mark this though, but we're just waiting for price to come a little bit deeper into this breaker. What I'm looking for is this 5 minutes rejecting, but I want to see that 15-minute get retested. I think it's going to get there. I want to see a nice dig in right into that 15. If we can get into this 15, then we can start looking for a nice little bounce out of there. That's going to be the ideal setup for us. There's a 5-minute gap wedged here. There's a 15-minute gap right below it. And then there's the breaker. So I want to see this come dig in a little bit here. There's also a little 3-minute FEG, a little 3-minute order block. There's a lot to like down here. So let's just see if we can dig in, get a nice little, a better RR setup. I'm going to delete this breaker so I can just see the 15-minute gap, guys. See, the one thing that we do have to take into consideration is that ES did not flip that 1 hour gap. So there is a slight decoupling right now between both markets. NQ is the stronger asset, so I'd rather be looking for longs than NQ. All right, here's that 15-minute gap, guys. We want to see something out of here for sure. Otherwise, we could just be back into the range again, and I'm already going to be bored of price. I'm going to take one here, chat. I'm going to start slow into this position because I don't know if I trust it too much yet. Entry. I'm going to have to run these stops a little wider. It's going to be a wide ass stop, unfortunately. My stop loss is going to be pretty deep because of this gap and this 3-minute breaker. I may look to scale into it a little bit. If we can kind of reject, if we just start falling here, then it's just GG's for me today. I have no read on the market. I have no idea where it wants to go. Wow. Couldn't have been a worse Friday for me, honestly. Just gonna get stopped immediately here. There's no way that it teases my stop, right? And I don't get stopped here. Yeah, there it is. Unfortunate, guys. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna call it, man. I have no read on this market right now. Not a good day for me. 0-2. Not seeing it well. Not seeing it well at all, man. 15-minute inverse, just back into the range. Not a good day to trade. Not a good day to trade for me. I don't know what this market wants to do. Honestly, I'm not even interested in it anymore at this point. Oh my God. That is actually terrible. Yeah, guys, honestly, I think we should just wrap it up and get the we should get the giveaway going, man. I'm just not interested in even taking this trade anymore. ES took out the low now. Now we have an SMT. Yeah. That's 0 for 2 for me though, guys. That's kind of my rule. If I'm 0-2 on the day, I kind of have to call it. That's actually my first 0-2 day I've had the entire month. That's really kind of frustrating. It had to happen on YouTube, but yeah, full transparency, man. Some days you're gonna have 0-2 days, and you gotta take a hike and walk. But I don't know. Weird price for me today. 15-minute inverse, just back down into the range. 1 hour is still holding. I don't know, man. At this point, coin flip a coin. How many trades you took today? I just took 2 trades. The first one was a little loss, which is whatever, but this one was just full stop loss. Complete just failure of the breaker, failure of the 15-minute inverse. Really no respect for any of the models that I trade today, so yeah. Yesterday I took no trades though, guys. This was actually the yesterday we took no trades. Today we just took 2, and honestly I'm not happy with either of the trades I took. I have to go back to the drawing board and see why, you know, what just happened here, but honestly, I should have known better. This is just ugly price. But we got a 15-minute inverse. I'm looking for a retest play. We have a 3-minute breaker. I mean, it could still work. That's the thing. It might hold. It just wanted to dig so deep into there. I mean, look, I got stopped right here. If this ends up holding and going higher, like GG's, it's part of trading. It is what it is. All right, let's do the giveaway. All you're gonna type in is exclamation giveaway in the chat. Exclamation giveaway in the chat. You'll be automatically entered. Just type it once, guys. Just type it once. You don't need to type it more than once. All right, is everybody in? How many people we got in here? We got what, 400. So there's 200 people so far. Make sure you type exclamation giveaway. You guys are still going, huh? Still going. 220 people in here so far. Oh man, this price really pissed me off today, guys. I gotta be honest with you. This is very annoying price. I have just no clue what it wants to do. I mean, if it wants to dig into this 4-hour FEG, go ahead, let it go. I'm just not interested in it at all. I do not want to be shorting into a 4-hour gap today. Not my cup of tea, man. If you guys type more than twice, you're just not going to be entered twice. It's only once. You only got to do it once, so. Yeah, the 1 hour is hideous. The 15 minutes hideous. It's just ugly, man. It's ugly price. Honestly, I have no read. I knew today was going to be a little bit trickier for me to read this because of where we're at. I just have no read on it. It can go up, it could go down. I think up makes more sense. Down to me is going to be a little bit harder to find a setup on. But it is what it is at this point. I'm not even interested in it anymore. I'll take my 0-2 on the chin and come back next week on fire. All right, are we ready? Until I die? On the second trade, I took a full L on that trade, man. Let's see, I'm down about 300 on that. So yeah. I was running micros, so that's why micros are key, man, especially in like a market like today. If I'm running minis here, I'm like blowing accounts. Like me just losing 300 bucks. I know it's nothing. Like I know I'm going to come back next week and we'll catch plenty of setups and have a good week, but you can't grade yourself on one trading day in this business, guys. If you do that, you're going to kill yourself, man. You're going to be so stressed out about it. You got to grade yourself quarterly. That's how I grade. I grade myself on a quarter basis. I see where I'm at with my trading. I see how I am with my win rates, my loss rates, best time of days to trade for me, best days. Like I look at all that stats quarterly. So don't judge yourself on one losing day. Like I don't really care. 0-2, whatever. We took an L. That's part of trading. Nobody's strategy has 100% win rate. Breaker to the downside. I don't even know, man. All right, guys, let's do this giveaway, man. I hope you guys actually learned today that risk management is going to keep you alive in this business. If you guys are in here like risking way too much money on funded, I'm on funded today. If you guys are on eval, it's different, but I'm on a funded account today, and me losing $300 is pretty much my threshold on that account. So, you know, that's normal risk management for me. I'm completely satisfied with it. It is what it is. But I want to make sure you guys understand that if your risk is in check, you should be able to have a very long losing streak and still have money in the account. That's the whole point of trading, is the longevity side of it. So if you're able to honestly have the correct risk management in your trading, and you have a model that does have a strike rate of even above 33%. You only got to be right 33% of the time if we're hitting 1 to 2 RR trades. You're going to be fine long term. So just know you are the person that controls your destiny. So if your risk is too high, it's going to be very hard to bring those accounts back to life. So Just risk less, size down, keep yourself alive in this market. I mean, dude, look at this market right here. I mean, what do you want us to do here? This is ugly. We got stuck in a reversal that made no sense, and it is what it is. How much are you funded? Dude, I don't know. I don't judge myself based on how much I'm funded. I hate when people do that. I'm a 6-figure funded trader. I have funded accounts for pretty much all the firms. It's a lot. It's, you know, it's a lot of capital. I've got TPT, My Funded Futures, Tradeify, Top Step, Apex. I've got all the big 5 basically. But anyway, guys, let's get this giveaway going. I honestly, dude, look at this price. Honestly, I'm going to give myself a little bit of grace today. I don't know the last time I've seen price look like this, honestly. I mean, what the heck? It is what it is. All right, let's do it, guys. Let's do it. I'm going to put it up on the screen. You guys ready? You guys ready? So whoever wins, please either send me a DM on Discord or type something in the chat here so I can message you and I can give you the code for the account, okay? Here we go. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Also, guys, just so you know, if you're in the premium group, we give away way more than one account. I've got tons of free accounts to give away. Trent! Type something in the chat in the next 1 minute, Trent. Type something in the chat in the next 1 minute, Trent, to claim your prize. If not, we will re-roll. Ah, Trent, let's go. Trent, send me a DM real quick if you can. Are you in Discord by any chance? Yeah, Trent, join the Discord and send me a DM really quickly though, so I can get you set up. Congratulations, Trent. You just won a 50K advanced account from Tradeify. I hope you pass it and I hope you make some big bucks, man. I absolutely despise price action today, chat. Despise it. I despise the way this is moving today. All right, Trent, send me a DM, my man, and we'll get you set up with that account. All right, YouTube. Honestly, man, I have a rule here. I have it written down right here on my wall. 1 win, I'm done for the day. 0-2, I'm done. So today, I'm done. Unfortunately, I wish I could have got you guys and made you guys call you a big ass trade. Honestly, I really wanted to do it and catch something big for you guys, but just not a good day for me, man. Not a good day for me. I'm going to take that 0-2 on the chin. And, you know, like I said, don't let a day like today get away, right? If you're 0-2 and you're just not seeing the market well, guys, it's going to happen. Happens to me, dude. I've been doing this 9 years. I do this for a living. It's literally how I pay bills. So don't let it get away from you. Just take it on the chin. Get better. And, you know, I'll go back. I will literally do a trade review on this. I'll post it on Discord for free so you guys can see what I thought my thought process was today on those 2 trades. And I'll figure out what was wrong with it, and we'll make improvements. That's what trading is all about, dude. You gotta think of this as like an athlete, right? I always say this. An athlete goes back and watches film. I'm gonna do the same thing. So we'll go back, we'll figure out what happened, and I'll post it in the Discord channel. So all right, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys being here as always, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the Discord over the weekend. If you have any questions, prop firm stuff, premium stuff, analysis, stuff like that, hit me up on Discord. That's the best place to engage with me. So I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next stream. Peace out.